Welcome back. Our next guests are here to talk about a charitable event that they hope you'll be a part of.
And joining now are a couple of people, one of whom you recognize quite a bit. Stephanie Fletcher is the executive director at Hope at Hand, and Keitha Nelson. She's pulling the late afternoon duty. She's a board member with Hope at Hand and also, of course, host of Good Morning Jacksonville. Good to see you both.
Glad to be here. We're glad you guys are having us. Such an awesome event.
Okay, so we're going to get into the event in a second, but for people who wonder what Hope at Hand is all about, what is it?
We write poetry with at-risk and vulnerable youth. So we go into jails and drug rehab centers, and we work with foster kids.
And why poetry? Why is that such a powerful way of trying to reach at-risk youth?
Poetry is an easy sell for children. Children love poetry. They gravitate towards poetry. It's really the easiest part of it.
And you're hoping to get them engaged in poetry,
That's
right?
To get them
on. Yeah. So Keitha,
poetry
this is
and writing. Yeah, it's such an outlet for me personally because I love writing. And I remember as a kid, I was pretty quiet, pretty shy. So I would be that child in the corner by herself, just writing away or reading something. So to me, this was the perfect venue for me to join on board. Perfect on charity to be a part of, and I love it. We all know how powerful writing is, and poetry and art.
And expressing yourself, right? If people have these thoughts that they want to get out, they have a perfect medium with which
to do so.
Do that.
Exactly.
So let's talk about the event here. We got October 26th, 7 to 10. It's at a brewing company, so I'm interested.
He's already on board. Hyperion. It's in Springfield. I'm glad you're on board. You can come along. So it's a great idea that Stephanie came up with, Team Halloween. So we're asking you to come out with a group of 4 people. Just gather your crew of characters. I'll be out there with 4 of my friends. I'll make number 4. So we're gonna be sheroes. All of us are gonna be superheroes.
Nice.
I'm Wonder Woman, of course. Hello. I love Wonder Woman. So that's what we're asking you to do, and it's going to be on the 26th, which is Thursday. And I know it's so close to Florida, Georgia, but we have a lot of people in town ready and willing to party. So come on and join us. It'll be fun. Oh, and it's on Eventbrite right now, by the way, if you would like to just register.
Very cool. And so costume contests, and are there going to be poetry contests as well? Are people going to be?
We have poetry experiences, but we have costume contests. We have $900 worth of prizes for costume contests.
Oh, woo. Am I eligible? Can I?
You are eligible.
A little conflict of interest as a board member.
Pretty sure.
But Wonder Woman, it's pretty good. You and your friends are probably. So the contest you can win. Let's talk about some of the where the money goes. Right, it's important to be able to run this charity. You have to have the funds with which to do it. So where would you be using these funds that people are coming out, to have a good time, but also, to support the charity?
Our funding will go right back into programming. So we're trying to find a way to set up classes at Seamark Ranch. So we'll probably dedicate these funds to the children at Seamark Ranch.
And as Stephanie said, she's reaching out to a population that a lot of people don't really turn to. We're talking about at-risk kids. These are children that in some cases, they don't have their parents anymore around them. They're in foster homes in some cases. And for them to be able to have this outlet to write and do poetry, and we know in a lot of cases it's no longer in schools, and it's such a powerful medium. So it's great that, teams like Hope at Hand can actually give back by doing so.
Yeah, great entry point, right? To just, try to captivate the kids, get them interested in learning, and then who knows what can happen as a result of that.
Well, and you touched on a really important point there that, these kids, at-risk kids, to get a chance to write, a lot of times to get that out, to get the anger, the sadness, or whatever it is inside them, to get that out and write it down can change their life.
Exactly.
What have you
learn how to do it?
Exactly.
It's also part of the state standards. So it's part of their educational curriculum, plus they get the creative expression.
What have you, being a part of the board, Keitha, I just want to get your take on what your experiences with it and what you've seen and how it helps.
Stephanie has looped me in on pretty much everything. The only thing I have not done is been able to get into the prison system, because she does that as well. They go into the prison system and deal with juveniles mainly. But for me, getting to actually sit down with the kids, some of them with developmental disabilities as well, just to see them open up just after an hour of just writing or doing poetry or art, it's kind of like, oh my gosh, this is working. This is actually working. So it really is powerful, and I love it. I've been doing it for about 2 years now, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, and they talk about the therapeutic qualities of just writing in general, right? Even for us, like to write down your thoughts, to keep a journal, that sort of thing. And then you think about these kids to be able to express themselves, to learn how to express themselves, and then to do it in a neat way, through poetry. It's really a neat concept. I haven't heard of any programs like this before. You guys must be the only ones in town.
Northeast Florida, yeah.
Good deal.
It's very cool.
Well, it's good to see you guys.
Very cool. Thanks for coming on.
One more time, don't forget this Thursday, if you're out here, even if you want to party for Florida, Georgia, this is just something else you can do. There's the info right there for you. Hyperion Brewing. It's in Springfield from 7 to 10 this Thursday. Come on out with your crew of characters. The Halloween contest party. I mean, what, $900 worth of prizes?
Yes.
Come on. It's going to be an awesome time. And I'm trying my best not to look at the cameras. I don't even know which one to look at this point, but it's hard.
You can prop your feet up on this interview and say, no way. And I was going to say, that's somebody who
You
knows
heard
what
her,
they're
right?
She just read the tag.
She did. She just did our job, which is great because she does it better than we do, which is great.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
There we go.
not her first time, not her first rodeo. It's good to see you, Keith.
You
Thanks
too.
for coming. Appreciate it,
Time for my
girlfriend.
nap
Thank
now.
you.
I got to go
Thanks
to
for
bed.
coming. Yeah, I know. Get to bed or drink coffee, one or the other.
We'll be right
We'll
back,
be right
folks.
back.
Stick around.